Today's youth are loaded with all different types of messages on social media and other entertainment outlets. In part 3 of his interview with Lauren Ashburn, Archbishop Christophe Pierre, the Vatican's ambassador to the U.S., talks about why we all have a role to play in guiding our youth towards the right path.
One of the issues is young Catholics, especially here in America, and we're seeing a drop-off of those who are attending weekly Mass. How do you think the Church here in the United States can encourage Catholics to young Catholics to actively live their faith?
You know, it is my main concern, and it has been my main concern also in my previous missions. You know, we live in quite a difficult time, you know, and the Pope tells us that the times are changing. Of course, all times are different, that's obvious. But in this particular time, we observe the difficulty of all of us, particularly all of us who have a mission to transmit, you know, to teach, to educate, the difficulty to pass on, you know, our values. I think most of the parents who are listening to us today, you know, they know that. They know that it's not easy, you know, to teach their children, to invite them, for example, to go to church. At some stage, the children say, "Papa, no, you know, I'm free. I don't want to go." Right. And the father say, they come to us as priests, they say, "What should I do? You know, but my son does not want, you know, and I've done my best, but it does not work." So I think all of us, priests, parents, teachers, even politicians, I think at some stage enter in a kind of crisis. They say, what should I do to pass on, to transmit, you know, what I believe in, so that my children, my students, you know, my parishioners, could actually receive that. And so this is a kind of existential crisis. So in this context, I think, and the children, the young people today, live in a different world. And, you know, maybe in the past, the real master, the teacher of the child was the mother, the father, but today, no. You know, there are many other masters, and they don't teach the same thing. The Pope Benedict, you know, remember at the beginning of his pontificate was speaking about kind of relativism. And so we live in a world where actually all values are the same, and there are no absolute values. So I think in this context, many young people are not being told, you know, in which direction to go. So we really need to ask ourselves, what should we do? Our first duty as a church is precisely to offer to the young people the possibility to make a personal encounter with Christ, you know, and in order to know the truth. But the truth comes from God and from also the witnesses, you know. We should, all of us, be witness to the truth. It's not easy.
You can view the complete 3-part interview with the Nuncio on our EWTN News Nightly Facebook page.